Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Agajanana Padmarkam Gajananam Aharnisham Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahi. Welcome to all for this session on Ganesha Purana to chapter 72. In the previous chapter, we have seen how exactly the Samkasta Chathurthi Vratha need to be performed, what is the procedure, and then who all have done it in the past and what results they had got in the previous chapter. Now, after hearing this, Krithaveerya's father asked, "O wise God, how should the concluding ceremony of that Vrata be performed? Because of your desire for the welfare of beings, please tell me that in detail." In the previous chapter, we have seen some of them did this vrata for 3 months, some did it for 5 months. Likewise, I remember my mother had done it for multiple years when we brothers were doing our graduations for the success of our studies. She performed it for several years, and then at the end of it, there should be a proper concluding ceremony, samaropa or samaradhana. So how that needs to be conducted. So then Brahma told him the concluding ceremony should be performed in the first, the fifth, or the seventh month in order finally to complete the vrata, O Indra of men. A devout man should worship with the rite as described previously. After he has constructed a small flower pavilion adorned with various clothes, beautified it all over, and painted it with many colors, he should worship the Lord of the gods in it on a part as before. Then, when he is self composed, he should offer water for the reception, coconut fruit, fragrant sandalwood, and flowers of various kinds, with the words, "Best of lunar days, goddess who is loved by those who are loved by Ganesha, take away my problems. O goddess, accept this water for the reception. May there be obeisance to you, O pendulous belly, obeisance to you always. You who are fond of modakas, take away my problems. O God, accept this water for the reception. May there be obeisance to you. O moon, arisen from the milk ocean, born in Atri's lineage, you and Rohini accept this water offering for the reception which I have offered. We should offer soft food, hard food, liquid food, food which can be licked and food which can be sucked and satisfy Gananayaka with many other things and fruits. He should then choose a guide and 21 priests for it and perform 10,000 offerings with the mantra, "You are the host," or else 1,000 with a root mantra and half of that, and even just 108. Then he should perform a food offering, pour a full oblation, and afterwards pour out a stream of well. After completing the rest of the offering, he should then feed the Brahmins, and in accord with his capacity, he should give them a pair of garments, pots, and seeds as honorariums. He should not engage in cheating in money matters. This is necessary for them throughout when they were conducting the Sankasta Chaturthi Vrata till they do the concluding ceremony. Afterwards, he should honor his teacher with clothes, ornaments, and so forth. And when he has eaten some food, he should give him some sweetmeats containing fruit. And as an honorarium, he should give him a golden image of Ganadhisha and a pot filled with rice boiled in milk, wrapped in red cloth. After that, he should offer him a plate of sesamum in order to complete the vow, vrata. And after that, he should take a tawny cow is decorated and accompanied by a calf. It's called also called as Kapila Go. It's basically the calf, along with the calf. Then he should ask for the Brahmin's sufferance with the words, "May Vignesha be pleased." When he was completed the concluding ceremony of that vrata, he will obtain the result of a horse sacrifice, named as Ashwamedha Yaga. Then the Krithaveerya's father asked, "O Brahma, taught me this vrata for the benefit of beings. Now that it has been told to you, perform it diligently to obtain a son." Sorry, Brahma has taught this, O Vrata, to Krithaveerya's father. Now Krithaveerya's father told all this, gave all this information to his son Krithaveerya, and he told him to perform the Vrata diligently so that he will going to obtain a son. Indra, who was telling this story of Krithaveerya, continued, "The wise Krithaveerya performed this great vrata in just the way that his father had described it. This vrata of the highest quality was recited, and after it had been correctly explained by learned men, and a golden image of Ganesha with Siddhi and Buddhi was set up in a large pavilion. Some Brahmins recited the Vedas in one place, some a Purana filled with learning in another place, while others engaged in singing and dancing somewhere else. The sounds of many musical instruments went to the sky, and some people engaged in debate, while others remained impartial. The very wise king recited the superlative mantra, and once he had recited it, sacrificed, honored, and fed the many Brahmins, he gave ornamented cows to those who were ornamented, and to the wretched, blind, and the poverty stricken, he gave food and various gifts. Then, from all those Brahmins who were performing austerities and always spoke the truth, the king received the blessing for a son in consequence of their complete satisfaction. Due to these blessings, the queen soon became pregnant, and at an auspicious time she gave birth to a son who possessed the great right qualities. Some people might be doubting, especially the doubting minds, may be thinking just by performing a vrata, how the queen could become pregnant. Psychologically, as according to the psychology, most of the people have problem impediments in having a child, basically not because of physiological reason but due to the psychological reasons. Probably something that they had done it in the past, or as it's difficult to explain even by science, if something is done in their previous birth which is hidden deep in their unconscious memory, or if something that is done by their forefathers, which is hidden deep again in the unconscious memory, as told by Carl Jung as collective consciousness. So, some such kind of thoughts that is hidden deep in their unconscious sometimes may be preventing the pregnancy in a woman, or it may also be affecting the ejection of semen in a man. Because of that reason, they may not be having the child. But by performing the vrata, it gives them the confidence that we are now cleared from all the evils because we satisfied the universal force, that which is capable of creating, maintaining, and destroying this world. So we satisfied the Parabrahma in the form of Ganesha. It can also be done in the form of Shiva, Vishnu, Devi, Saura, Surya, or anything. But here in this Purana, it is performed with Parabrahma in the supreme deity in the form of Ganesha. And because of that reason, scientifically too, there is a possibility someone who do not have a child, or someone who is unable to get success in their venture, they may be able to get success because of the trust that builds in them, which removes obstacle that is hidden in their unconscious, which will help the conscious to gain upper hand in their venture. Enraptured by the birth of his son, the king gave away many gifts, and at the appropriate time, the king arranged the investiture of his sacred thread and his marriage. And once he had consecrated his son, who possessed both knowledge and wisdom, the king who had enjoyed the earth went finally to the abode of the Lord in conjunction with the sacrificial priests, learned men, and spectators. All of them went to Ganesha's abode because of his merit. Thus ends the 72nd chapter of Upasana Khanda of the glorious Ganesha Purana, in which Brahma explained how the concluding ceremony need to be done to the series of Sankasta Chathurthi Vratha, which some people would do it for several months and some people may even do it for many more years to come. And at the end of it, they should do this concluding ceremony in order to get the benefit of Ganesha Sankasta Chaturthi Vratha. Namaste Sharada Devi काश्मीरपुरवासिनी त्वामहं प्रार्थये नित्यं विद्यादानं च देहि मे. Goodbye.